Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an AMX 30 Premier Prototype, or in English it's the AMX 30 first prototype, and it's a tier 9 French medium tank, and it's located on the north spawn of mines under the command of panzerpenguin. And battle has commenced. Well, this medium tank has a 105mm gun. It was actually a contender for a unified tank design for Europe, so it was the French proposal. The Germans came up with the Leopard, the French came up with the AMX 30. Oh, good shot there into the T100 LT, and going for the AMX 1390. Oh, but he decides to go straight across, puts a round into the AMX 30 for 312, but he's taken 2 rounds. And there's the T100, and he's going in, fires around into the 1390, who's trying to get away. He's on fire, he's killed, and in fact they've got the hill to themselves. The T100 LT crashed off the hill, and now it belongs to their team. Now, he did take 2 hits from the enemy, 243 off the Progetto, 249 off the AMX 1390. But he's now got the gates to the keys to the castle, you might say, because he owns or has control of anybody who enters the hill. It's a super conqueror around the corner. Well, he needs to be careful about him because he's tier 10 and a heavy. But he's quite happy here, and he's using standard APCR ammo with alpha damage of 390 and penetration 248, which goes up to 300 if he uses the heat rounds. Now, the AMX 30 didn't actually get accepted as the unified tank. It did have some problems. In fact, actually, it did have to modify the gearbox because they had a lot of problems with that. But they did export it to quite a few countries, and it did see service during the Gulf War. In fact, actually, it was a Saudi unit with AMX 30s that took part in the Battle of Kafji, which is when the Iraqis invaded Saudi Arabia, spotted by American troops who were in hiding in the village, and when they went in, obviously they were able to coordinate the attack on the Iraqis. Well, we've got that super conqueror over, he's moved over to the far side, so if we poke around the corner we'll probably get around from him, so we don't want to do that for the moment. But we're blocking the approach of that 257, the T54 lightweight. Oh no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. You'll take a round. And he doesn't. Oh. And the Super Conqueror is getting fired upon. And he takes a round from us for 373, but we're chancing around, and the T54 lightweight took a round for 455. And we get one into the lower plate for 376. I like this third-person perspective. All Conquerors pulling back, but he missed on that one. I think he glanced off the tracks. Right, the 212 has been spotted in the back, and a T28 prototype over there as well. Can we get shots on them? Yes, we can. Oh well, T28 prototype knows that, and he's pulled back. There's a Borsig up front, but he's gone back into cover as well. And they do have somebody on the south side of the hill, so anybody going up to that edge is going to be proxy spotted and get shot at. Right, panzerpenguin is in platoon with Santander. It's one of his teammates, and he's in the Centurion 7-1 up at the centre line. But he can't see anyone to shoot at the moment. There are a few enemy, but yeah, if we go up to that edge, we're going to get proxy spotted, so we're going to have to think of something. Oh no, they're waiting. You can see it. Third person perspective, it really does help, and I've seen Quickie Baby do this as well as people like Circon. They pull back into third person perspective and turn around the corner by using the right hand mouse button to twist their view, and then they can see if the enemy is looking at them. But side scraping. Well, he gets around into the pattern. Oh, he got him. Take him out. He took him out. First kill. 78 hit points as well. So that worked very well. But I don't think he should side scrape on the Super Conqueror because they're waiting for him to do that. You can see them sitting over there like hawks saying, come on around the corner and we'll put rounds into you straight away. Now, can he do the third person again? Oh, they're not there anymore. They've moved. Okay, and Santander, I think, fired around into them. Can he get around into the Super Conqueror? No, it went into the spaced armor. But the Borsig's been killed. The ISM got him. Now, who's proxy spotting at the cliff edge? Oh, it's the Progetto. And he's moving around. Now, can we get shots on them from the north? Instead, he's decided to come up here. Now, this is my favourite position for shooting towards the south from the north area. It does carry a bit of a risk, though, unfortunately. And instead, he's decided to have a look and see if he can get a shot to that 50 TP in the Yoho. Is there anybody over the far side? You need to be cautious just in case somebody's gone over into the sea line or sea row and they're sitting over on the far side of the village waiting for you to poke out that hole and get around with you. Can you get shots on some of these defenders? He's having a quick look around his vehicle at the same time. Most people actually say they don't particularly like the AMX-30. What the French did was they sacrificed most of the armour for mobility because they didn't think that tanks like this could actually withstand modern anti-tank weapons or anti-tank shells. So they actually took away virtually all of the armour and made it fast and compact. It's very, very small, the AMX-30. Oh, there's the 50 TP. And put a nice round edge in, 447, that's a high roll. But unfortunately, we lose the T100 LT. Now, can he get the kill shot on that 50 TP? Yes, he does. But unfortunately, we've got the Progetto to deal with now, and he's not loaded. He's fired his rounds. And we put one in, 414, that's a high roll. He's obviously reloading. And another round in, 441. Is he a one shot? Not quite. Two more rounds. I guess another one in. Oh, he got a fire! Now he's a one shot. And he puts another round in. He's desperate, the Progetto, and he's dead. Nice kill. Okay. Well, scores. We're 1 up. Oh, 2 up now because the Pantera just got blasted. And that 257 is chancing his arm on the other side of the hill because now he's going to get double tapped. Right, one in the rear. 363, he's now one shot. And he's dead. The Arty gets him. FB3805 claims a kill. In fact, that's the FB3805's first kill. Now, what's in the south? Well, we've got a Charioteer, a T28 prototype, and a 212. And in fact, there's nobody proxy spotting us now, so T28 takes a round, high roll, 422, and takes another round immediately after that for 219. But we were spotted. The ISM's up there. He finishes off the T28 prototype. There is only the RT, the 212 left. And we might as well drive round rather than... yeah, you don't want to dive off this cliff because you will die. And I think the ISM's going to get the kill shot. 212 is stunned. Can we get a shot? Oh! Well, it was the ISM who got the kill, but for a moment there, I thought panzerpenguin would get a shot through that gap. Oh my god, that was pretty good, that was. And they got 5 kills between them on the platoon. Let's have a look at the end of battle. Oh my god, look at this. He's got a first-class tanker. In fact, it's the first first-class tanker that panzerpenguin has had in the AMX-30 first prototype. Or première prototype, as the French would say. At least if I get it right. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, let's have a look and see exactly what he got. Well, first class, he managed to get a 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. He got a battle buddy. He did not damage any of his teammates for 50 battles. And after 50 battles, you get one of those badges. He also managed to get a spotter for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 5 exactly, but best of all, he got the high caliber. He dealt the most damage in that battle overall, and the win rate for that battle was 6890. Super Unicum Standard again, and we see an awful lot of Super Unicum Standard battles from Panzerpenguin, so I think he's going to be one of those names that we'll see popping up every now and then alongside people like Circumflex and QB. Anyway, let's have a look at team score. Well, there we have it. Look at that. 4,839 hit points of damage. The next highest score was the Super Conqueror, 4,774. And then we've got the 212A on the enemy team, 3534. When it came to kills, it was the ISM who managed to get the highest amount. He got 4. Was helped by that 212 kill at the end. If Panzerpenguin got that shot through the gap, he would have taken 4 kills and the ISM would have taken 3. But Panzerpenguin came in with 3 kills, which is the next highest scorer, and then there's a whole bunch of tanks with 2 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, it was Panzerpenguin who's right at the top, 1,267, and in no small part that was down to the fact that he was getting a lot of spotting damage whilst he was up on top of that hill, and he did save the hill from an enemy invasion by taking out the enemy tanks that came up there, and he did that very nicely as well, taking on 2 enemy tanks, a medium and a heavy, as they came into the hill. So let's have a look at detail reports, see where we stand. 18 shots fired, 16 direct hits, good accuracy, 14 penetrations, and he did most of that with standard ammo. Damage of 4,839 hit points, of which 500 was at more than 300 meters. He received 7 hits from the enemy, 5 of them were penetration, 2 non-penetration. This just proves the AMX 30 armor is absolutely crap. Excuse my language, but it really is terrible. It's a glass cannon. The French really didn't design this tank to be hit by any enemy rounds. They really designed it to move very quickly, avoid all the enemy rounds, and just get a load of hits on the enemy. And it seemed to do that in actual practice as well. That's what did happen, although some AMX 30s were lost in combat. Block damage of 480 hit points, spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 3 of them, and did damage assistance of 1,089 hit points. On a premium account, he earned 73,620 credits, a huge amount, but he did do a lot of work. When you say 4.8k of damage and 1.089k of damage assistance or spotting assistance, that's what earns you the credits. And after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 39,421 credits. He picked up 1 bond for the high caliber. He also earned 1,900 XP times 2 for the first victory, took away 3,801. So that must have been 1,900 and a half for him to get the 1 extra one there. So pretty good game. In fact, a very good game in the AMX 30 by Panzerpenguin. I really enjoyed that when he saved the hill single-handedly by taking out that 50 TP and the Progetto. In fact, it was very good that he did get that fire on the Progetto, because that reduced him to a single shot at the end. If he hadn't have done that, it probably would have taken another couple of shots. And given that the Progetto was continuing to auto-reload all the time whilst he was firing, it could have been awkward. But he certainly worked his way through that and saved the day. So congratulations there to Panzerpenguin. And if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.